Welcome to another episode of ACC About Town, the series where ACC students explore exciting events and destinations right here in the capital city. My name is Pentaglam. I'm an ACC Fashion Design student, and I'll be your host for tonight's episode. Tonight, we're jumping skates first into the legendary TXRD, the premier league for Texas roller derby. Wowing crowds young and old since 2001, TXRD is a unique blend of camp and athleticism. Skaters from all walks of life make up the 5 teams: the Rhinestones, the Holy Rollers, the Hellcats, the Cherry Bombs, and my team, Las Putas del Fuego. TXRD holds a special place in my heart because I'm also a skater and a co-owner of the league.
Please welcome Pentaglam!
Today, we'll see the Cherry Bombs go head-to-head with the Holy Rollers at the Palmer Event Center. Come with me as I get a peek behind the scenes. We can get even louder. We could throw some chairs. Speak to a few seasoned professionals. Let's talk about hate now. So are there any rivalries? And learn more about what makes roller derby the most entertaining sport in the world. Let's go! I'm here with Uncle Slam, a referee with TXRD. Slam, can you explain how roller derby works?
Each quarter, there's 4 quarters, each quarter is divided into what you could call plays, which are called jams. Jam can last up to 1 minute. In the jam, there are 2 teams. Each team will have 4 blockers and a person with a cover on their helmet with a star on it called the jammer that will start about 20 feet behind the pack. The object is basically, it's a race for the jammers to make it through the pack, get around the track, lap everyone, and then as they come through the pack again, for every opposing skater they pass, they get a point.
So what you'll see here is the cluster at the front is called the pack. Now the pack is going to get started when that first whistle blows. When the second whistle blows, the jammers are let loose, and now the jammers are going to try to break through the pack. Pack is playing offense and defense at the same time. Now the objective here is to get around the track, and the second time through, the jammers will get a point for every opposing skater that they pass. The lead jammer has the advantage by being able to call off the jam by placing their hands on their hips at any time.
So the blockers are trying to hold back the jammer through whatever means legally necessary in order to let their jammer through so they can score.
I'm here with Donna Destruction, a skater for the Cherry Bombs.
Please welcome Donna Destruction!
Hey Donna, do you want to tell me about yourself and how you got involved with TXRD?
Yeah, so I joined TXRD in 2008. That was my first season. So I started hanging out with derby people and I started coming to the games, just thinking how badass everybody was and how I wanted to also be badass.
Can you explain your role on the team?
Yeah, so I am a blocker and I am captain of the Cherry Bombs. So my role as captain is kind of more of a coach, trainer role. And then as a blocker, I just, do defensive blocking mostly, working walls and organizing defensive strategies.
So all the skaters have unique names. Can you tell me about the names and how you got your name?
The names are kind of like the alter ego of the skater. My name is Donna Destruction. I really dug the Cherry Bombs and their whole thing is destroy. So I kind of wanted Destruction to be part of that.
You picked your name so that you could get on the team you wanted.
Exactly.
I love that. Why do you think people love roller derby so much, and why do you think it's so fun to watch?
First of all, we're on 8 wheels, and that's so weird. And then we're hitting each other. It's full contact sports. I think it's also one of the only sports where you're playing offense and defense at the same time.
TXRD is a unique form of roller derby, I think, in all of the derbyverse, right? Because there are a handful of other bank track leagues in North America, but even amongst those, we're pretty unique. We focus somewhat more on entertainment. We're goofy. We have a penalty wheel. We throw elbows. We're full contact and allow fighting. Yes, like athleticism is a part of what we do, and it's important to us and valuable to us. but we're also like entertainers, and we like get to challenge what athleticism looks like or what it has to be. And I think that's just a beautiful combination of both of those things that like makes TXRD really unique.
I love that. So who skates in roller derby, and can you talk to us about the inclusion that TXRD offers?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's a really inclusive space. I came from like D1 athletics in like a college setting, which was a different space for me to come from. Out here, like as long as you feel like it is the space for you to be in, like we're open to cisgender and transgender women, to non-binary people, to gender non-conforming people. Like, and as long as you feel like this is the place for you, then it's the place for you. And just being a trans woman skating for my league and being really out about that, it's just been a really good experience to be able to kind of like exist like at the forefront in that space.
People make a lot of comments about like, oh, I don't need therapy, I do roller derby. That is wrong. Go to therapy. That being said, roller derby has absolutely assisted. It's boosted my confidence. It's made me so much more sure of who I am, because so much of it is about self-expression and being yourself and being the version of yourself that you want to be to the world. TXRD really embraces all of that.
Yeah, so you say that you're skater owned. Can you go into a little bit of detail about that?
We all invest money into the league in the form of purchasing an ownership share of the company. What that means is that now you have a job, whether it's managing merch or designing any of our art that goes out, or managing accounting or facilities managing, like the actual space that we have and taking care of it. We've got jobs for all sorts of stuff. And we got a lot to do if anybody's interested.
Looks like it's about 6 o'clock. Let's go find a seat.
some roller derby on this side? How are you? Are you ready for some roller derby here? Welcome to TXRD! Please welcome the Cherry Bombs! And now, facing off against the Cherry Bombs, right? Your holy rollers! Now we got the star leading off for the Bombs. Up against Ghost in the Shell from the Holy Rollers. The first whistle given, second whistle for the Jammers. Here they go, and Ghost getting right in Star. Personal space there, not letting the way through. A quick shove to the inside. Now it's all in the pack. Each Jammer trying to Ghost all the way through. Ghost in the Shell stopped by a 3-wall. Meanwhile, the Star absolutely trapped in the backpack. Makes a move. Ghost in the Shell with the lead Jammer, and Star drafting right behind.
Those slow-moving packs are so hard to get through. Oh, my goodness.
Racing for the impact. Here come your Jammer. Hard in goes Harley Grimm, and Harley actually made it all the way through. Gets back on the skates, and there's Rum Punch right behind. Oh! Just ran ahead. Harley Grimm with the cutoff. Harley Grimm is the lead now. There goes Harley Grimm. What kind of craziness was that? 3 points for the Cherry Bombs. 2 points for the Holy Rollers.
That's the end of the first half.
All right.
And it's halftime. The score is 50 Cherry Bombs, 34 Holy Rollers, and we've grabbed a fan from the crowd. What do you think of the bout so far? And has anything surprising happened?
The Cherry Bombs got off to a good lead at the beginning. I was a little surprised they let off the gas a little bit, but they're going to be well rested for the second half, so they're going to stop them.
Roller derby's pretty niche, but it has some diehard fans. Why is that? What's the energy like when you go in there?
There's nothing quite like the intensity mixed with the fun that you get, and it's just a great sport. It's a lot of fun, and it's a good community around here, and you can't miss it.
Oh, yeah. Do you think you could handle it out there?
Hell no, those girls would beat me up.
All right, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the bout.
Go Bombs!
What is and isn't off limits when it comes to roller derby, and how violent does it get out there?
I call it a collision sport, not a contact sport. You cannot grab onto someone, you cannot push someone, you cannot hit someone with your forearm. There are some things that are allowed and aren't allowed, and we've got a rule set that we go by.
So what happens if somebody does break one of those rules and takes it too far? What do you do to a player if they break one of those rules?
Well, we have 2 different degrees of penalties, depending on the severity and the impact on scoring. It can be a major penalty, in which case both teams will field the same lineup again, and we'll repeat the jam, except the offending skater will go into the penalty box. If it is a minor penalty, the penalized player goes to see the penalty mistress, who will spin the wheel, and there will then be a penalty challenge that they will have to win against a member of the opposing team in order to not lose a point.
Hi! I'm here with Kate or Die, former cherry bomb and current penalty mistress. So what does a penalty mistress do?
I rule the realm of Spank Alley, and that's where the cheaters are sent. Time for the crimes. Spank Alley is a special kind of VIP area where you get to sit right next to the track, and whenever a skater cheats, they come and they have to deal with me. I spin my wheel, I sentence them to their punishment, and if you're in Spank Alley, you get to be part of the show, basically. So certain penalties you get to vote on, or sometimes you get to pick the penalty, and you also get to see what's happening right against the track. Where people get hurt, I broke my arm right in front of Spank Alley.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it just like cracked right over the rail.
Can you tell me some of the things that are on the penalty wheel?
Well, the crowd favorite is gonna be pillow fight. So it's pretty self-explanatory. 2 skaters, 2 pillows. And then we also have an arm wrestle, we have a tug of war, which on skates is very hard if you've ever done tug of war on skates, which I'm sure you have.
What do you enjoy about giving out the penalties?
Well, I'm a bit of a ham. I don't know, like I said, I love the energy the crowd gives during penalties. They love it, they eat it up, especially when the skaters really go for it. I just like to get the crowd pumped, I'm like the hype man sometimes. Yeah. And I love to dress up.
Yeah, I mean, you're great at it.
Thank you. Hey, do you want to spin my wheel tonight?
Oh, I would love.
I love having people come spin my wheel.
So you should
spin
your wheel.
Yes, come spin my wheel.
I'll spin your wheel.
I
would
love
that.
it.
All right, what you got, Uncle Slam? Who messed up?
Cherry bomb penalty, Harley Grimm, multiple infractions, pushing forearm.
What kind of penalty?
Is it a minor? A minor penalty?
Minor.
How you doing? Just breaking the rules, no big deal. Okay, just kick your leg up, make yourself comfortable. Pentaglam, would you spin the wheel for me, please, my darling? All right, Harley, you've really done it now. You're gonna pay, and you're gonna pay with a 2-lap duel!
Oh, another 2-lap duel here.
That's right, everybody, it's another 2-lap duel. We've got 2 skaters that have to complete 2 laps around the track. Oh, we got some Harley fans. Oh, Stranger Things coming on up to bat. Here we go, make some noise!
And it's a takedown. We haven't even got the first turn, you two. What is going on? They're both locked in, and now they're hugging it to death. You do have to make 2 laps. Stranger Thing is first on the skates. There goes Harley Grimm. Harley Grimm going to try and take it down. Harley Grimm going outside. Stranger Thing trying to block. This is the first lap, and it's a hug. Oh, right down again. First one on their skates. You got one more lap to do. Harley Grimm has the lead. Here comes Stranger. Oh no! Oh no! Harley Grimm stumbled. Harley Grimm stumbled, and here comes Stranger Thing.
That was one of the most beautiful 2-lap duels I've ever seen. Give it up for Stranger Things of the Holy Rollers.
All right, here we go, and the whistle's going. The last jam. Boogie Heights signaling to the pack. Picks up 1, picks up 2, picks up 3, and calls it.
That is the end of the bout. The winners are the Cherry Bombs.
Your winners, your Cherry Bombs. Folks, thank you to all our vendors. Thank you to all the volunteers, Trump for being out here, to every one of y'all that stuck around until the end of this. Good night, Austin, Texas.
Wherever you are!
What do you love about the sport? What do you love about TXRD?
Do you have enough time for me to answer this question?
It's just a blast. I got the best seat in the house, being on the inside of the track, and I have just loved this game since I was like 8 years old.
Let's see. Oh my God, am I gonna get emotional? I just didn't know there was so many amazing people that were going to accept me in a way that I was just like, wow. I mean, you're messy, you're polished, you're slutty, you're prude, like whatever you are, this is a place where you're gonna be celebrated. You find so much confidence being here, like things that you never even knew you could accomplish. Like even the physical part of it, like skating and throwing your body into someone as hard as you can, and they're like, what is a good hit? And you're like, thanks. I mean, yes, the sport's amazing, but it's so much more. It's so much more. I'm so blessed, and like, I am totally getting emotional.
No, it's great.
I'm just happy that I can still be a part of it, because I've been here for so long, and you guys want me to come back, and you like me, and I'm just like, I love being here. I love doing this. I hope I'm 80 years old doing penalty wheel, you know?
I hope you are too.
I would kill it, but yeah, I love TXRD.
Holy shit, Rock Punch is so good!
So ambitious. Why should people come watch roller derby or be a part of roller derby?
Honestly, the campy, ridiculous style and gameplay that we have. You know, life is more fun when you can fight your friends, and pillow fights are a good time. I really love watching little kids come to roller derby bouts because they love it. They have so much fun. They just run around like nut jobs. It's an incredibly fun environment for them. It's just the history of Austin is here, and it's an entertaining sport. It's a fun night. I can't even explain it because
Gotta come see.
you gotta come watch it.
There you have it, a glorious win for the Cherry Bombs, but I'm sure the Holy Rollers will get their revenge next time. Thank you to TXRD, the Cherry Bombs, and the Holy Rollers. Be sure to follow TXRD on social media, and to find out more about the league, upcoming events, and how to participate, check out the website. This has been ACC About Town, and we'll see you again next time.